Good morning. It's 8:20 a.m. and I'm about to eat my breakfast, which is just lady fingers with milk. Today I'm gonna try and have one of the most productive day I can have. I have a lot of stuff to do, a lot of classes. Let's get into it. It's 9 a.m. and I'm writing in my journal. I have to catch up on a month and a half of writing, so I'm just trying to summarize the events of the past month. And then I've got a quiz in Quantum, and then I have classes, so yeah, pretty busy today. Time to do my quiz number 3 in Quantum. I just submitted my Quantum quiz. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. It was a bit tough. But halfway through it, I realized that I did something wrong, that you could simplify it for something else. I don't know. We'll see. We're in lab class right now. It's just the beginning of it. It starts actually in 2 minutes. That's why there's not a lot of people. And we're using GatherTown, where basically we're in a fake classroom so we can move and talk to people. I'm not going to do that right now because I have nothing to talk about with other people, but and ask questions to the prof without like the rest of the class hearing about it, like so the prof can like talk a bit more about our experiment and not like to everyone in general. It's kind of cool because we finished our previous experiment that lasted 6 weeks. We're starting a new experiment right now. It's about alpha decay, and we have to get our own data sets now. We don't request data from the profs. They installed a remote controlled desktop software so that we can literally just get the data from our computer by logging into the computer at McGill in Rutherford, and then just do the experiment any time of day, anyone. So it's gonna be a bit more complicated for this experiment. So basically we have remote access to the desktop in the lab, and this is the values they're giving back to us for the pressure. We're loading all of this data over here on the computer there, and we're also running in parallel this, which is, we can't really see it, but yeah, basically you see this are alpha particles that are detected by a detector in a vacuum chamber, and we're running this 10 times right now so we can have a calibration. Anyways, kind of interesting, but we don't know what we're doing that much. Pas vrai, Théo?
I'm watching Champions League.
It's the end of the class. I mean, the class ended 30 minutes ago, but we continued to work on the lab with Theo. And we have raw data, which is good because in a week, we'll have to put together an interim lab report with a minimum, like one graph of data that we, data samples, data, same thing. And we've got some here, evolution of pressure against time in a vacuum chamber. So this is like in pascals. It's very low pressure, but we can't get it to 0 because vacuum chambers can go to 0. And this is just a small graph of detection of alpha particles, but it's the very basics of like it's the basis of what we're going to do in the future, just to look at what the data looks like. We didn't even fit it to anything. We don't have error functions to know how uncertain we are of the measurements. It's just the very first step. Apart from the lab that I just finished and the quantum quiz that I talked about this morning, I also had optics class for an hour and a half, and it was cool. I understood more than usual classes because we did a bunch of examples and exercises, and it was cool. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm a bit more on pace than before. And at around noon, I also called the RAMQ, which is basically the health insurance in Quebec, to say that I changed address. A month and a half later, I finally do it, so that if ever I'm rushed into a hospital, everything should be fine. I'm on top of my game. Yes, I'm still making pasta, but this time with some vegetables. That's better, no? It looks delicious anyways, so I don't care what you think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish the day with more writing in my journal and then editing this video and another video, because it takes time to edit, and I usually do it before going to bed, so I'm gonna do that. And I can't film anything about doing that, but still counts as being productive to me. For me, being productive is two things: being productive for classes, which I've been today, and also on personal projects and stuff I'm interested in and I want to advance in what I'm doing, and that's literally writing in my journal and editing my videos. Well, I ended up writing more than 100 lines in my journal, so I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna go to sleep and sleep well, and tomorrow I'm gonna work on a math assignment. Yes. Very, very tired. Yes. I think that's gonna be the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, watch my other videos, and have a good day. I'll see you when? Tomorrow. Milk is life.